Ay grabe naman mga kabayan, mismong President Joe Biden ng Estados Unidos pinadalhan si Pbbm ng hindi lang isa, kundi dalawang US Marine aircraft para sa paghahatid ng tulong sa Davao Region bunsod ng tuloy-tuloy na pagbaha sa lugar at ang nangyaring landslide sa Masara Apex Mining Area. Ang malaking katanungan mga kabayan, ano kaya ang naging reaksyon dito ng mga Duterte? Kaya naman mga kabayan, samahan niyo ako para sabay-sabay nating himayin ang mga maiinit na balita sa araw na ito. Pangulong Bongbong Marcos trending matapos magpadala ng tuneto-niladang tulong sa Davao Region gamit ang dalawang US Marine Corps, ang KC-830 Hercules aircraft na galing pa sa Estados Unidos para sa paghahatid ng supplies assistance sa mga apektadong lugar, partikular sa Masara landslide sa Mindanao. Ang mga nasabing US aircraft ay lumapag sa Villamor Air Base at siyang ginamit sa paghahatid ng mga pangunahing pangangailangan tulad ng pagkain at tubig sa mga apektadong lugar sa Mindanao. Ngayon, effort ng dalawang bansa ay dulot ng magandang relasyon ng Pilipinas at Estados Unidos kung saan meron silang kasunduan at pangako para sa mga humanitarian assistance at disaster relief. Matatanda ang personal na binisita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang Davao City noong February 7, 2024 dahil sa pagbaha ng ulan dulot ng low pressure at kamakailan lang ang landslide na nangyari sa Masara Apex Mining Area. Nagbigay agad ang Office of the President ng cash assistance na nagkakahalaga ng 265 milyong peso para sa Davao del Norte, Davao Oriental, Agusan del Sur, Davao de Oro, Surigao del Sur, Maguindanao, Davao City, Butuan City, Davao Occidental, Cotabato, Agusan del Norte at Bukidnon. Ito ay maliban pa sa mga food packs, tubig, kuryente at iba pang pangangailangan ng lugar na una nang nabigay. Sa kabila ng mga atake ng mga Duterte kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at sa kanyang administrasyon, agad namang sumaklolo si House Speaker Martin Romualdez sa Davao Region. Inendorso naman niya ang agarang pag-release ng DSWD ng 150 million pesos financial aid, habang katuwang naman ang Tingog Party at DSWD sa pamamahagi ng 51,000 relief pack sa 187 apektadong residente. Sa utos pa din ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, mismong binisita ni DSWD Secretary Sex Gatchalian ang Ground Zero or the landslide site sa Barangay Masara, Maco, Davao de Oro, kung saan nasaksihan ng kalihim ang ginawang rescue operation galing sa Uniform Services, Philippine Red Cross at lokal na gobyerno ng Maco. Sinabi ni Secretary Rex na sinisiguro ng pamahalaan sa pangunguna ng ating mahal na Pangulo ang agarang tulong ng mga local officials sa mga ganiting oras ng kagipitan.
People will have to move from food to cash. Yes. So as mentioned, the Davao del Norte group has already submitted their list. We initiated the payout yesterday. But may dagdag pala, so we'll just wait for the listing ulit. I think the provincial government and si Kong Duhali has been very active in scouring the area and giving us the list. We've already made representation and spoken to the congressional representatives, the governors, about the other provinces na sana mabigay na yung list so we can start doing the payout, so we can transition from food to cash. Kasi you always say nga na, Mr. President, na hindi lahat ng kailangan nila matatagpuan doon sa kahon. Also, based on our discussions, they really need the cash because nga some of them may not have been affected physically yung bahay, but yung livelihood, hindi nakapag-isda, hindi nakapagsaka. So, I think we've already squared off with almost everybody in the table privately, one way or another, over the week na if they can send the list over, we can immediately download the cash sa regional office namin and initiate the payouts. We're also adding more special disbursing officers para simultaneous sa iba-ibang mga probinsya. And last, Mr. President, the next slide, the more important slide that I've been tasked to read, yung sa Office of the Presidential Assistance.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Mr. President, I was tasked by your office to go through this list. So for the information of the governors and the affected LGUs, on top of the emergency cash transfer, hiwalay huto, our President has authorized the release from his Presidential Social Fund a total amount of 265 million. And the breakdown are as follows. The province of Davao del Norte will get 30 million. The province of Davao Oriental will get 30 million. The province of Agusan del Sur will get 30 million. The province of Davao de Oro will get 30 million. The province of Surigao del Sur will get 25 million. The province of Maguindanao del Sur, 25 million. Davao City, 20 million. Butuan City, 20 million. Province of Davao Occidental, 20 million. The province of Agusan del Norte, 15 million. The province of Cotabato, 10 million. And the province of Bukidnon, 10 million. To sum up 265 million. So for the information of the governors, the President has authorized the immediate release of the presidential assistance from his Presidential Social Civic Fund on top of the emergency cash assistance that he has also authorized. So the President has instructed us to mobilize food and cash immediately. Thank you, Mr. President.
I think from the reports that we have had, I think that we are doing all right in the food, but the provision of food packs, etc. But as the Secretary was explaining, that it gets to the point na hindi lang pagkain ang kailangan ng tao, that they need to buy other things na para sa kanilang household, no? So that's why the ECTs are become very important, and that's why I released the 265 million to make sure that that phase of the response is immediate, at maramdaman kaagad ng tao, mayroon kaagad silang tulong, maramdaman nila kaagad kung ano yung kailangan nila, meron silang gagamitin sa pangangailangan nila. So that is the other thing I wanted to ask about is there was only one report about the problem on water supply. What are we doing in terms of providing usually kumukuha tayo ng mga purifiers and
Yes, sir. Sir, tinawag ko na, and tomorrow darating na po sila. I'm just looking at the team.
Siyempre, that's very important kasi kung hindi magandang tubig, hindi sapat yung tubig.
Yes, sir.
People will start drinking from questionable sources, magkasakit pa, we will have an outbreak of all kinds of things.
Sir, ang dadalhin po, hindi tankers, mga portable po na naka-backpack lang.
Yung bago, maliit na eh.
Yeah,
Pwede nang hindi na kailangan ni pwedeng dalhin kahit saan.
Yes, sir.
Para dahil it's okay, we will bring as much water as we can, but hindi pwedeng yun na lang. We cannot keep bringing water. We have to provide a water supply that is sufficient without bringing in bottled water. So our solution to that has always been to bring water purifiers, some kind of water purifier. Dati, truck pa yan. Ngayon, the technologies have improved. Pwede nang dalhin ng tao. So that's what we will because I didn't see very much response in terms of the water. That's as critical as anything else, especially at this point, because you cannot do anything without the clean water.
And Mr. President, they're all solar powered.
How many can we?
We could immediately mobilize at least 80 teams, and we're actually asking for more from MMDA.
Oh, sige.
So I will just coordinate with the Sekibo for the transportation tomorrow.
Just bring especially the more isolated areas.
Sir.
Hindi ba? Na hindi naaabot ng mga bottled water na pinapadala natin. Those are the priority areas. So anyway, from the general reports that we are getting, I think that we are all right in terms of relief. Pero meron na naman tayong nag-landslide, so we have to go back again to rescue, search and rescue. Pero anyway, for the most part, we're medyo maayos naman, na sufficient naman ang binibigay na relief goods in terms of and the other things such as the sanitation kits, and all the other non-food items that are also being brought by DSWD. So just continue to inform us as to what is needed. Dahil yung mga numero natin ngayon, hindi na yan, tumaas na yan eh. Dumami na yan eh. As you can see from the changes that we have seen from the shear line to the LPA, there are changes now. Tapos the event is still ongoing in some areas. So we'll have to watch that. The infrastructure problem, really, we will have to, we'll prioritize. We will prioritize the thoroughfares, the roads that are necessary for us to be able to bring whatever relief goods are necessary, all of these water purifiers, etc., the equipment that's necessary. Make sure that every barangay maabot natin. Yung mga isolated, yun ang unahin natin. Maghanap tayo ng paraan na makadaan yung mga sasakyan natin para maidala yung mga pangangailangan. Like, again, the food and non-food items of the DSWD. If we have, yung helicopter is okay, pero kaunti lang ang kanilang kayang dalhin. We need truck ang kailangan dyan eh.
Yes, sir. Truck at saka tao-tao plus helicopters. But, sir, I've asked General Bronner also to reach out to his counterparts. Maybe there may be an opportunity for a mutual combined operation here.
All right.
Likewise, Mr. President, I also requested General Bronner because we've noticed that we have meals ready to eat that our troops in the field really don't eat because they like hot meals, and these are perfect for evacuation centers because they're already MREs. They're about to expire, some of them, so maybe we can swap with the DSWD for rice and canned goods, which our troops really use rather than the MREs.
Para i-recycle na natin.
And the MREs, sir, are very convenient because they're already individual food packs for 3 meals a day. Sir,
yes.
Rene.
With your directive to rethink the design of our action plans, I'd like to inform the local government that DOST, OCD, and the World Bank, in collaboration with other agencies, developed the Plan Smart Ready to Rebuild. And this is an automated planning. Together with your input, you'll be able to look at all the multi-hazards that can affect your areas and plan better para maganda po yung ating rebuilding after all the emergency interventions have been finished. Then we can actually train your planners together with the national agencies and sit down and plan better for your local government. So, Plan Smart Ready to Rebuild po.
For the immediate, I was about to ask you, what's the weather look like?
Mababa na po yung ulan, but the problem with the landslide na nangyari kahapon, there can be a lag time. Kahit maliit ang ulan, may mga deep landslides po na nangyayari. Kaya yung deep landslides ang nakakatabon talaga ng structure.
At saka mukhang, from the comments of the LGUs, mukhang naapektuhan ng lindol.
Yes po. So the earthquake...
Generally speaking, with this kind of rain, hindi naman gumuguho yan.
Correct po.
Pero siguro nag-liquefy na ng konti.
Yes, na-loosen na po. So every time there's a major earthquake, we have to worry about multiple landslides when the rains come.
Yeah.
So we can train po sila.
But in the best forecast we have, so we do not expect any heavy rains anymore for the next couple of weeks, at least 3 weeks.
Meron pa po mga konting
Meron pa rin.
ulan, but
So, kailangan talagang bantayan.
ang Davao region and Caraga po ang areas na hindi forecast na maapektuhan ng El Nino kasi maulan talaga ang forecast. Kaya nangyari po na yung dalawang region ang talagang naapektuhan.
Hindi ba natin pwede ilipat yung ulan dun sa... kailangan
Pag ganito pong panahon,
sa Visayas.
mga late December and this quarter kasi papunta dito sa Mindanao yung ulan eh.
Okay, well, that's the best forecast that we have. Mukhang mayroon pa rin na ulan kung kailangan pa rin bantayan ito. So those areas that we already have identified that will be flooded, baka we will have to take care of those people, the evacuees first. Huwag muna natin pabalikin sa mga bahay nila, baka maapektuhan na naman sila. Natawagan ako ng scammer. Anyway, this is, I think, again, so here, to go over it again, relief goods, etc., I think are okay. Water supply, we're going to attend to, and make sure that we'll continue to bring in bottled water as much as we can. But it gets to a point na hindi talaga kaya na dahil ang bigat-bigat eh. At saka ang laki ng dinadala. It's much easier, much better to have the purifier. So that's what we will bring to those areas that that need it. On the infrastructure side, we will prioritize those roads and thoroughfares that are necessary for us to be able to provide support to those who have become victims. So yun ang unahin natin. On the longer term, we really have to start looking at the designs of these bridges and roads to see if they are still the designs are still compatible with the weather patterns and the effects that DNR is going to provide us with the guidance in terms of how we proceed, because we cannot basta kung i-rebuild lang natin lahat ng nasira, ganun din ang mangyayari. That's the same thing will happen. Or if we're going to rebuild it, we have to rebuild it maybe in a way that is kailangan mas matibay, kailangan it's stronger, etc. All of that. So that's something that I think that we can attend to as quickly as possible. But again, the situation is still changing. All right. So and then in terms of the cash transfers, that one is immediate. So it's now up to the LGUs to provide us with the listing, etc. But we will already release this. Kayo nang bahala kung saan nyo dadalhin. Because of course you know kung sinong nangangailangan more than anybody else. All right, I think that pretty much covers everything that we have. Are there any other things that the governors, congressmen would like to talk about?
With the mayors of Davao de Oro to receive the check. And now may we call on Governor Edwin Hubahib, together with the mayors of Davao del Norte, to receive the check.